What is happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back, and we're back just for a little small transfer update. Obviously, we thought that the Somerville deal would have been done and dusted by now. Little bit of a delay is expected by tomorrow. I just wonder what the whole delay is. You know what I mean? I'm interested to hear your thoughts or what your initial thoughts were, because I know a few of you messaged me saying, have someone else come in? Seemingly, West Ham just do medicals very slowly, 2-day medicals, but how do we know, eh? Listen, before I get into the video today, please like it, please subscribe, drop your comments below. And thank you to Bill, who's become a member of the channel. Shout out to you, Bill. And thank you to all existing members. Thank you for that extra support. If you want to become a member, link is in the description or is next to the subscribe button called join. Gavin saying West Ham are late, KG's early. Yeah, I mean, I had all intentions of coming out at 9:30 anyway. I said it for 10, but you know how I do it sometimes. Hyru, this is another thing I got as well. Imagine Somerville stays. Very unlikely. It sounds like everything is done and dusted now. I think it's going to be announced tomorrow, but just really strange, isn't it? And it kind of delays what we can do, because until Somerville's gone, we can't get replacement. I don't think it works like that for us. So yeah, I mean, Alison, yeah, this is what I was getting messages a lot. Has the deal been hijacked? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. But hey, crazier things have happened, haven't they? We thought Archie Gray was going Brentford. He ends up at Tottenham. That's how it goes sometimes. William saying some people are saying their staff is in the US, but I'm not buying it. I don't get along. I don't go with those kind of things, because football clubs make things happen. You know, even if, let's just say they were in the US, William and everyone else, this is a Premier League football club. If they want a medical completed, they'll have people back here. They will fly someone out to the US to complete it. I don't buy that. Maybe they're just being extra diligent because of the money being spent. Maybe that is just it, but we are expecting an announcement tomorrow. Yeah, I know that was the popular one, Mike. Liverpool have snuck up on West Ham. I mean, if they did and they outbid West Ham, awesome for us. Wouldn't like to see him in a Liverpool shirt just because of the Liverpool fans I know, but awesome for us in terms of money. So, I mean, look, like I say, this isn't going to be long. Going to be speaking just a little bit on the Somerville thing. Look at my preferred formation for the Valencia game, even though it's just a friendly, and I will be back after the game, but not straight away. Probably be sometime in the evening, maybe. But obviously, when we get back into the regular season, match reactions, watch alongs, everything will be back as normal again. But that's just for regular football matches, not friendlies. That's just how it is for me. Chris saying Nonto on the left will feed families. He will, man, as long as he stays. As long as no one else comes in for Nonto, then absolutely he will. That's why I'm not downplaying Somerville, not going to do that, but I'm saying I'm comfortable with Nonto here. Now, if Nonto goes, that's a whole different conversation we're going to have. So at this point in time, I like that Nonto's here, and we'll see about filling out the squad with everything else. But, you know, Plettenberg was the last to update on the Somerville thing. All agreements done with Leeds and Man United to finalize the deals of Somerville, and that is expected tomorrow. And listen, West Ham are going to be pretty busy. We're talking about their doctors being away. Well, they've got a medical book for Guido Rodriguez on Saturday, so maybe that will be completed next month. And they also have a medical prepared now for full Krug. So they're going to be very busy, West Ham. Their doctors and medical staff are going to be very, very busy. His medical soon. There's no date on that. So yeah, crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Robbie Leeds, thank you for the super chat, Robbie Leeds. Actually, you know what? There's so many Robbie Leeds. I'm not sure if it was you in the comments before. I don't know, because there's about 5 of you, but it's a good name to have. I'm not going to diss it. Love Lucas Robbie. Any incoming transfer links? No. I know the 49ers play it casual, but starting to get concerns of lack of linked replacements, needs Somerville replacement. Yeah, I mean, Robbie Leeds, it goes on to something I was going to highlight from Graham Smith as well. He was replying to someone that pretty much asked that same question. And it's interesting that Graham said this. I'll read out what Graham said. Someone high up said to me recently, as in Graham, we don't say anything because if we do, it can impact on other things we're trying to do. They don't see the benefit in leaking stuff. Gone are the days of owners texting the transfer journalists, but they are prepared for Crescento's exit. So let's see. And that is the message that I've had before, people, in terms of just how close the cards are close to their chest when it comes to the 49ers. They don't leak anything. And when I do get, like, I get the agents list of what Leeds have submitted, it's because I speak to agents, and intermediaries. So I don't get that from a journalist. I get that directly from agents that deal with transfers in football. Otherwise, I wouldn't know anything either. And we're never going to know out and out names unless it is like a, one of my friends who's an intermediary, he does like free agents who trying to find new clubs. Sometimes he'll say to me that Leeds are looking at certain free agents, or free agents are being offered to Leeds. But yeah, it's just one of those things now, people. And I would say get used to it. Just get used to it. It's this is the new normal for us, and it's about time. It's about time that we stop leaking everything. Getting our transfers hijacked because people keep leaking. The only people that leak it are the selling side. And that's just always the way it's going to be. Uh, Now, yeah, I've seen this one as well, but thank you for the super chat, Robbie Leeds. I'm betting West Ham are still trying to get them to lower the price. I mean, how much more can we go lower, Steve? But in fairness, though, I mean, I mentioned before, but just in case people didn't see, I'm happy with the 34 with add-ons. I know it's a 25 million base fee, but the add-ons are definitely achievable. Who knows with the performance bonuses? I mean, but if Somerville does what I think he will do, we will achieve those. And I do see him being a full international very soon. So I do think we're going to get that money up from 25 in the near future. But I don't think they're going to try and negotiate the fee any further down. I mean, if they do, that would be pretty poor in fairness. But I just feel now that they've just waited until tomorrow, get that announcement done, and then pretty much Leeds play a friendly tomorrow. So it's kind of like, hey, Somerville's gone. Hey, here's the friendly lineup. You know what I mean? They can try and put the Somerville news to the back post, and then connect with the new friendly going into the new season. No, I mean, Rowdy Leeds continues. Jack Clark is the only quality direct replacement I can think of, but that's because I'm not. Listen, it's because you know what? Let me try and word this. There's other players out there. Okay, let me just say that there's other players out there. Jack Clark is not the only person that you can think of that can replace Somerville. And to be fair, no one's going to replace Somerville at this level. Not even Jack Clark. Jack Clark is nowhere near the player that Somerville is, and he's not got the ceiling that Somerville has. And it will be interesting. Look, I could be proven wrong. Maybe Jack Clark gets a Premier League move this transfer window. We'll see. But if not, that tells you a little story as well. Because look at all the top talent that leaves the Championship for bigger leagues. They all go eventually. So unless he's like severely priced out, which I don't think Sunderland would do, yeah, I just don't see it. Like I say, Nonto is pretty good. Not pretty good. He's going to fill in that gap. And for me, it's about getting a loan signing to complement Nonto to compete with him, but then getting in that number 10. I would much prefer that than getting another winger that we're not totally sure that could play in the Premier League or has got that potential to do so. I would rather go with another player that can play central midfield. No, you guys with Verba. Yeah, that's another thing. A couple of people asked me about Verba. I'll be real with you. I think he's going to stay, people. I've heard nothing, and I don't know if anyone else has heard anything. Danny Farker says he's going to stay. He's going to be in the defensive courts for us, defensive core for us. So I've got no thoughts on Verba. For me, he's staying until we hear otherwise. I would just go with that. Verba is going to be here. So okay, so yeah, and that's just in regards to that because I did have that ready just in Robbie Leeds jumped to it. What else is there? Yeah, the next thing is obviously Gabriel Sara is another one that we've been speaking about a lot of, and we have been linked with Gabriel Sara. Well, I think that one is we're gonna have to wave goodbye to that one, people. Connor Southwell, who's part of that Pinkham, that Norwich site and everything else like that, and various other people have said this evening that Galatasaray have made a bid north of 20 million plus add-ons, performance-based bonuses for Norwich midfielder Gabriel Sara. The Brazilian is attracting huge interest and is expected to depart Carroll Road this summer. So there we go, people. Gabriel Sara, I mean, if that's 20 million plus add-ons, yeah, we ain't getting that one. So we might have to just say, oh, it was a nice dream. It would have been lovely. It would have been great. That's who I would have loved to have got if we're talking about known entities. But now that we're just not going to do that, are we? Dr. Cox saying Todd Cantwell, absolutely not. The thing is as well, let's even go with Todd Cantwell to talk about him. if you even if you think he's got ability, have you not seen how it's gone for the guy over the last few years? I mean, he's literally had like a new start at Rangers, and he's even asked to leave there. Like he's not going to be somebody who's going to be here long term. And you could say that about a lot of players, but there's a pattern with Todd Cantwell. And just besides as well, I don't think he's consistent enough. And to think that Todd Cantwell to come in as a any kind of replacement for Somerville is very, very underwhelming. So absolutely not for me. So I'm going to file Todd Cantwell in the Che Adams file, in the Oliver Skip file, and we're never going to speak about him again unless we need to. Okay, there we are. Sara Nara. Yeah, 49ers not paying 20 million for Sara. Yeah, I don't think so either, Nige. I think if we could have done something like, say, once Somerville's gone, like a 15 million bid with things taking it up to 20 million, maybe, maybe not. But 20 million then plus add-ons, yeah, we're out of that one, people. So yeah, I think that if Gabriel Sara fancies the move abroad, and if he's not looking to stay in England, then this one will be pretty much done, won't it? And Galatasaray do play Champions League football too. So yeah, I mean that is it. Oh yeah, and just for tomorrow's friendly, I think that we should keep it in the way that we've lined up pretty much um all pre-season. I would go with Firpo, Strout, Melier. Sorry, Melier is not showing. Melier, Firpo, Strout, Roden, Ampadu, Ruffwell, Nonto, Peru, Joseph, and Jorginho. And shout out to Peru. It was his 25th birthday today. None of you guys, I still believe in Joel. I still believe, okay? Still believe in Joel Peru, and I will continue to do so. I think he's going to be even better than last season. Some people say, well, that's not hard, but he still got double figures, whereas some people's favorite striker didn't. All right. So yeah, Joel Peru, I think we should go with that, but it would be interesting to see how we line up. And look, like I say, I'll be back after the game at some point tomorrow. So just put the notification bell on and you'll know when I'm going live. Okay. No, Dr. Cox, yeah, people still thinking about Elias Chair QPR. Yeah, I think people just, and it's easy to forget. I think it's easy to forget, but the guy could be going to prison next year. Um, so I don't think Leeds United would even entertain that. And for me, again, with Ilias Chair, if he was going to go anywhere like at a high level, he would have done so a few years ago. But you can say it's QPR and they're a bad team, but he is inconsistent himself. Whereas Elise before him, Sean, pretty much near, Eze, sorry, before him, Sean, he's not like that. He'll have like 3 good games and then go missing for 15. And yeah, we don't need that. And Ilias Chair as well. Isn't he like 26, 27 now? Yeah, no, we don't need that. So yeah, Ilias Chair, absolutely not. I mean, to say he's a risk is an understatement. Yeah. Southie saying, I'm looking forward to going to the friendly tomorrow at a home game to enjoy it after ages. Yeah, I mean, listen to everyone going to the game. Have a good game and enjoy yourselves and everything, man. Be interested to see what Valencia put out as well. If they put out a decent team, man, it's going to be a good test. Going to be a good test, but definitely the hardest test we've had so far. But by the way, if we do lose the game, people, no need to panic. All right, we're not expected to beat Valencia. One of those. But yeah, listen, people. Like I say, this was only going to be a quick update. Let me just check off everything up. Yep, done that. So yeah, listen, people, enjoy the rest of your night. Please hit the like button before you go. Subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments below, and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow, people. Peace out.